Hmm. Hey guys, so this is hey guys, this is Mr. Judge here. I'm just starting my very first live on this ch on YouTube. I know you're usually used to hearing Donald Trump's voice. This is my actual voice, and what essentially I want to do here for you guys is we're gonna be at 5:30. I'm gonna be doing another live stream where we're going to discuss Leana Stacks' claims that she basically claimed that we who've been exposing her for the last couple of days, she's claimed we've got it all wrong. I'll demonstrate that to you guys. Um, we look right here. Hold up. Go back into YouTube. And let's see. Quiet power. Don't even understand why she puts it like that. Right here. Now, she has this scheduled to be released at 5:30. Pay attention to this important part right here. She says there are no inconsistencies, just folks with an agenda. I am more important than Uj, which is, Umar Johnson. Looks like they have taken a page from his book. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. I can fight both with receipts. We are going to let the truth out. Let's show some behind the scenes, laughing my ass off. You don't want to miss this. We are going to get classy through laughing my ass off HQBP. Okay, so the only thing I got out of that was she, for whatever reason, um, has seen what we've been doing on YouTube, and there's been quite a lot of things that we've been doing. Um, there's been quite a
Hey
lot of things.
guys, so this is
Shit, I don't know. Am I still alive? What's going on here now? Wait, let me see how I sound here. Hey guys, this is Mr. Judge here. I'm just starting my very first live
oh okay, so we're
on
still alive.
on
I'm
YouTube.
sorry guys.
I
I'm
know you're usually
used to
used
doing
to
this.
hearing
This is
Donald
new for
Trump's
me.
voice.
But
This is my
anyway,
actual
so
voice, and what essentially I
she
want to do
makes this
here
claim
for you guys
that
is
there's no
we're gonna
inconsistencies.
be that there's no inconsistencies whatsoever. She says that we're just people with an agenda, and that she's more important than Uj. Okay. Well, if there's no inconsistencies, how come the fact that if we go and do a simple Google search, such as saying, is there any known federal investigations against Umar Johnson? And look what we have here. As of 2020, early 2026, there are no confirmed investigations or criminal indictments against Dr. Umar Johnson. While rumors of a federal investigation and a RICO indictment have circulated widely on social media and various bloggers, these claims remain unsubstantiated. It says right here that he specifically denied being under investigation. We don't know. We can't trust his word for shit though. It's mostly featured on the school controversy and that past state scrutiny, because of the Board of Pennsylvania of Psychology, and he claims that he was, warned that apparently FBI agents approached him that he's being watched, which they would never tell him, so he's lying about that. But the point is, if there's no inconsistencies, why is there no confirmation of federal investigations? Now, I actually said as much when it came to, hey, money. Now I actually said as much when it came to, you know, the investigation. I said, look, why exactly do we not have any kind of information on Umar Johnson um, getting federally indicted publicly? I mean, there would be case numbers, there would be, we may not have been able to, we may not be able to see everything immediately, but we would still have a trail. You'd still have cases. You'd still have case numbers. You'd still have some form of tangible evidence that lets you know, hey, this is in fact an investigation that's going on. We don't have that. We don't have any of that. All we have is, claims of by Lene Johnson. I mean, Lene Stacks, and she herself. Oh, she did, huh? Let's actually go see that. Thank you for telling me, bro. I'll actually look at that right now. Just, you gotta excuse me. This is the first time I've ever live streamed before, so I'm not used to the controls. I will definitely take a look at that. So let's take a look here. What do we have here? Let's go back to Lene Stacks. You said she did a community uh thing, a community wall. Let's see. Okay, community wall. Uh, where's the community wall? I don't particularly see it. Post? Oh, okay. Okay, I see it here. Let me see. I think this is it. I think this is what you were talking about. Um, let's see what she says here. I am a unique position. I do not need to be liked, and I will not change that will not change the proof or receipts. My focus is simple. Load the content, present the receipts, and move to things that are actually enjoyable and productive. You didn't do any of that. You have provided no receipts. You have not shown us exactly. You've said you've had receipts, yes, on your live stream. You even sent that to me on your last live stream. You didn't show us shit, though. You even said, and I quote you here. Let's go back to what you said in your live stream. Let's go back here. Let's get to the part where.
You went and made a whole video of lies
Hold on, hold on.
on me.
There's a
That
part right here.
people are coming in like, okay, like
So
the
let's
real
get over
estate place.
here.
No, let me show y'all. And listen to on the thing. Yeah, I think about it. I was telling somebody, I said, yeah, that's kind of like
No, that ain't
being
it.
left high and dry. Back and I would go. They claim there is a investigation that the feds are not involved in. That's what she said. What she said to you when you ask about it. I don't know. Oh
Oh, that's
yeah,
that's
but
me
she
contradicting her. Let's
praised
get
what
back
she
to
was
you.
saying in Rim Rum, and I tried to. It's fake. Okay, yeah, I'll answer that one. I'm trying to answer y'all questions because yes, but you have to answer the. So, Mr. Judge, are you saying I'm
Okay,
to
so
speak
let's
on the
go.
public because it's already been done. It's already been done. I've already been in contact. I'm the only person with a victim number, a BNS. But that's what I was telling when it wasn't out. It kind of got let out when we went to court, and that was not my fault either. That was the judge.
So let's recap here. You're saying that you are the only one with the victim number. You are the only one that actually knows where the receipts are at. That is what you are claiming. You are claiming that you are the only one with a victim number, And I don't see how that's possible because if there is a victim number or any type of case number, that would become public knowledge. Now, you could maybe say, oh, well, I have a personal number from them, hypothetically, if you were contacted from them, but there would still be a case number related to this victim number because it would be dealing with a case. You're saying you're the only one with that information. That doesn't make any sense. So, and let's also not forget that, when we're talking about this, let's also not forget this too. Because I did a little video of my own, and let's see what that happens. Let's talk about my video for a moment. Head back to here. Oh, no, my content right here.
For over a decade, Umar Johnson has cultivated a massive relations with the public. Title 28. The Department of Justice operates absolute familiarity with government operations. We can start by deconstructing the absolute improbability of the three agents claim. The Department of Justice operates under strict communication protocols, specifically Title 28 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 50.2. This rule expressly prohibits agents from discussing ongoing investigations with the public or the media without high-level authorization. Federal agents face immediate termination and potential criminal charges for leaking active case details to the public.
Okay, so as you guys clearly heard that, if she was, as she's claiming, actively speaking towards a federal investigation, that would be a problem because these supposed agents that she's saying came and contacted her and was speaking with her, and she's the only one who saw them, they would be violating the law because they're not allowed to talk to the public related to ongoing federal cases. That literally debunks the entire idea of you having a victim number. It debunks the entire idea of you being involved in any type of criminal case because you are not involved. You're not a federal agent. You're not in the meetings or anything of that nature, but you want us to believe that because it helps you get a lot of money telling everyone, "Hey, donate to me because I have all the proof." That's what this really is. You're trying to be the inside lady, the only one that knows what anybody else is talking about. That there is no possibility of that being true because you want us to believe that agents are going to risk their entire careers just to give you, Leana Stacks, information. There is no possible way that could be true. None whatsoever. Utter bullcrap is all I have to say to that. And and let's go back to your video for a moment. Let's analyze another thing that you said that we know is not true.
That was the judge. But ability, there's nothing. There's no information. There's nothing. What she said to you when you ask about it, I don't know. The feds are not involved in claim there is a sound coherent to claim there is a federal investigation that the feds are not involved in. That's what she said. What she said to you when you ask about it. I don't know. Oh yeah, on the thing. Yeah, I think, and this is another reason why I was like, let me give y'all the story. I honestly think maybe her words get mixed up. I don't know what, but I can't understand.
Her words. Okay, you are directly told. I directly asked you, because if you guys don't know, that's me she's responding to. I directly asked you where, if it was coherent for her to claim, for Marianne to claim that the federal investigation um was ongoing, but specifically denied the feds if that was coherent. because that's exactly what she said on on Rimrum's live stream. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see about that one. Let's see. Rimrum. Let's go. Oh crap. Wrong one. Let's go to Rimrum's channel for a moment, okay? Because there is a specific point where Lynette, where they were interrogating, you know, Marianne, and let's see, which one is it? Not this one. It had to be. Give me a sec, guys. I gotta find it. Because there's just so many live streams. Uh, okay, here, this one has to be it.
Chat.
Yeah,
Okay,
You
it'd
know,
be,
it's some
yeah,
people
yeah.
that
But
That'd be
Remrun,
like chaos.
one
it's
thing I
some of
want to say,
everything.
I wasn't out here. I'm not out here scamming.
let's get to the
And you
bottom of
just
that
are
one.
socially unaware, like Umar. You come off very nasty to people. Are you reflecting back on when
Up, and that's understandable because
It's cash cow.
her quiet power?
here,
Hmm.
like we didn't come from
Black people, but like the
Okay, she's
I
gone at
know
that
he's
point.
3 feet tall.
Who's 3 feet
With
tall?
him, you let him know.
Her
He's passionate about. He's sensitive and passionate.
Channel creators.
Respect for Rim Ron because
not see
homegirl,
the
nobody
bottom.
said we. Since I've been up, he's been up here.
Feel, people respect their channel. He got
you know what
Check,
I
but
the,
you
think
keep
the,
saying
the
happened.
and then when the copy of that check was given, that was in September. This is coming up now. I've never even
At the time that you received the check, or was this days later?
the day that we got the check, I jumped. I made a video prior to making the video. I screenshot and
Where
sent.
is it? There's a particular part where she
But
says,
the federal
ah,
investigation
here we go.
that did not start from you. That didn't start from you. There
We're
was
not
one going
listen.
on.
I
Deal with
put
that.
myself
That
in
might
a
be the way that you were.
never lay down with them. Brief um 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 inbox
Where is it
conversation.
at that
You and
point?
I don't interact. I really I can't understand how you could form all this opinion. We never even met in person. We spoke
No, that them women will deal with that for the rest of their lives. Why have you not reached out to see what my issue was?
I you blocked me.
Okay, get
No,
to the federal investigation part. None of this
Umar. Do
nonsense.
you know how hard being women? Very well.
I
Right. Let me clarify. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but the way that you were using it was is that you were on some level of hierarchy because you and they. But the federal investigation that did not start from you. That didn't start from
Okay,
you. There
now
we're
we're
was
talking
not
one
about the federal
going
listen,
on.
this is not a
investigation.
competition.
No,
This is
no,
not a
not at all. I'm not.
competition.
No, I'm not saying it's a competition. I'm saying as far as putting out
We all need to
information
stay
that
focused
this
on
man, hold on, because I want you to understand what I'm saying. Not a
Mhm.
competition. I'm saying that you're putting out information that this man is using or could potentially use in order to sabotage an investigation that people are working hard on. You're
See, you say that people are working hard on this federal investigation, Lene, but you don't have any proof of that. That's just word of mouth. And you're saying you have all the receipts and that, that you have all this proof and everything is going your way, but you don't provide any of it. You even at one point said that you have all these information, but you're intentionally not letting it stay there. So, I mean, I don't quite understand necessarily the logic of telling us, hey, yeah, I have all this proof. So many things are happening behind the scenes. Well, how do you know all of that? You don't prove how you know that. You don't give us any examples. You don't tell us anything. You just say, I have proof, believe me. And that is not how proof and evidence works. It is simply not.
You're
What
not
information I put?
leading
I
you're
just told.
not leading a federal investigation. You
I'm
took
not. I'm
information.
not. I'm not an agent. I told you I did everything
Not an
humanly in
agent.
my power to
Mhm.
bring this to the proper authority, and I announced to YouTube. I didn't say anything until these people said there was merit. He's under investigation. That's when I
Who
came and
told you he was under an
um
investigation?
um um the
Very good question, Lene. Who told you?
detective. I said the bishop name on Leonard's show. I gave Leonard first and last name.
And
He's
how
under
does that
investigation.
detective base
Bishop is the head.
You know what's even crazier is the fact that, Lene in this one was actually asking some really good questions, only for her to go back and actually double down on everything that Marianne is saying. And even though she tries to say, "Oh, I wasn't defending her, I'm not defending her," it's like, dude, you doubled down on what she was saying literally a few days after you were showing and demonstrating that what she did my live stream disconnect, guys? Oh crap, it did for a brief moment. Let me see. Oh no, it got reconnected. I don't know what happened there.
This has been going for a while. A lot of information has been given to them. And then they wanted to see with everything that was gathered if there was merit to
from
move
who?
forward. From me, from some of the donors, everything to give.
So this is
Listen,
because
with
I've
it
been through
as
this
his
process.
donor, pick him up.
And
If
here you
there's
have me
criminal
asking what's the
charges that
case
has to
number.
be
Nobody
brought,
answered that
this is
because
where
there is no case
Dr.
number.
Umar will have to get his attorney.
With the check, can I just ask you one thing about the check
Yes,
for clarity? I think,
yes. I'm
okay,
gonna post. I'm a person of integrity,
I
and what
get you went to that hearing or the mediation with him. They gave you some paperwork. They had you sign the paperwork, and then
I
they
said.
handed you the check,
No,
right?
a check was given to TJ. When we received the check, I screenshot it. I sent it to Mr. Honor. We had to go because you have to go. You have to sign it.
Let's move this along.
No, no. They made it out to the attorney, and then the attorney um paused every
For the
day that I
you get
even since with real estate is this my house.
Let's move
the
on.
Why?
We already seen all this shit. Get to the part where you say where you said
Not
where
gonna
okay,
get.
honey.
Who
That's
you say
not
the
I
what they're
have a
information?
saying.
that would you would have to.
Somebody took
No, he
me
put
under their
me
wing.
on to YouTube. Let me tell y'all something. I do movie and I'm an activist. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So
Like
look,
your movies aren't shit, first and foremost. Second of all, you know, this is what I'm getting at, guys. Lene is making first through Lene. Hey, what's up, Jay Williams? Nice to meet you, buddy. Um, here's what I'm getting at. Lene, you know, puts on this persona of being this big bad investigator, grilling, Marianne, showing us how a lot of this shit isn't even, isn't holding up to scrutiny. But then she comes here and she starts saying that there is an investigation going on, that there is a federal investigation, and that Marianne was letting the cat out of the bag. So you explain to me how there can be no discrepancy when first we have you here grilling Marianne and really doubling down on how do we know you're actually doing an investigation? How do we know you're mucking everything up? And then you come over to here on your own shit and you start saying, "Oh no, it wasn't necessarily that it wasn't necessarily wrong or fake. It was just she wasn't supposed to be talking about it." Well, which is it? Was it that what her story didn't make sense, which we all agreed with you on, or is it that she was just revealing stuff that were true and she wasn't supposed to? You can't have it both ways, Lene.
Stand a lot of stuff. I had to remove like the fluff and then listen to what she had to say because, oh my gosh, I want to show y'all something so bad.
You had to remove the fluff. Oh, sorry, guys. You had to remove the fluff, okay? But this is you, but I asked you a direct question. I said, is it coherent to claim there's an investigation where that's federal, but the feds aren't involved? And rather than directly addressing whether that's coherent or not, you try to make the excuse that she's just confused and she mixes up her words. That's not what you did on Rimrum's panel. On Rimrum, you're grilling her. You're saying, this doesn't make sense, Marianne. What's going on? And I bring you a direct contradiction of what Marianne is saying. And you're like, there's just confusion. There's this fluff. I had to paraphrase. And it's like, no, you literally verbatim didn't explain how that could possibly be coherent. You avoided the question. You dodged it. You went from directly answering my question to you said, "Oh, it was just mixing of words and she gets confused and all this other blah blah blah." It's all a bunch of crap, guys. There is absolutely no way you can have both at the same time. You cannot say, yeah, she's just getting confused when I brought up something that you got told yourself, Lene, and you want to pretend that, can't even can't even understand this nonsense. But yeah, guys, this is what I'm going to be covering at 5:30 because at 5:30 um where is it? At 5:30
That was the
she's going
judge.
to
But
at 5:30 she's going to go on a live right here and she's apparently gonna show receipts finally. And what I would hope, however, is that the same channels calling me a liar are also not using my receipts for their own content. What the fuck do you mean your receipts for our content? You didn't give us anything. If the information is not credible, then it should not be useful either. What the fuck does that mean? Seriously, what the fuck does that mean? If uh,
What essentially I
she
want to do
makes this
here.
claim. What
So,
the fuck does that mean?
uh, what essentially I
She
want to do
makes this
here.
claim. What the
Hold on,
fuck
guys. There's
does
just a
that mean?
little bit of an
Uh,
issue. What essentially I
She
want to do
makes this
here.
claim. What the
Hold on,
fuck
guys. There's
does
just a
that mean?
little bit of an
Uh,
issue. Hold on. What essentially I
She
want to do
makes this
here.
claim. What the
Hold on,
fuck
guys. There's
does
just a
that mean?
little bit of an
Uh,
issue. Hold on. What essentially I
she
want to do
makes this
here.
claim. What the
Hold on,
fuck
guys. There's
does
just a
that mean?
little bit of an
Uh,
issue. Hold on. What essentially I
she
want to do
makes this
here.
claim.
oh, I see.
What the
Hold on,
fuck
guys. There's
does
just a
that mean?
little bit of an
Uh,
issue. Hold on. What essentially I
she
want to do
makes this
here.
It's going to be pretty
I'm sorry about
eclectic.
that, guys.
A lot of weird stuff, not weird, but a lot of different stuff going on. I
Hey,
don't think it's
Independent.
weird.
I'm
I
sorry.
have a
There's
lot
sorry
of
about
different
that, guys.
interests.
Technical issues.
A
I
lot
do
of
a lot
weird
of
stuff,
different things.
not
I
weird,
do
but
dope
a lot of
shit.
different
I know
stuff
dope
going on.
people.
I don't
Hey,
think it's
Independent.
weird.
I want to take y'all
I'm
on a
sorry.
I have
There's
a lot
sorry
of
about
different
that,
journey.
guys.
interests. We're
Technical
gonna clear
issues.
I
up
do a
some of
lot
the
of
stuff,
different
not
things. I
weird,
do dope shit.
proclamations that people made about me. See if it's true. I don't think it's gonna be true. Which I think we
Okay,
shall
can you hear
see.
me good now?
But I really want to dispel a lot of
Yeah, I
things.
took care of the
Women have
echo.
come
Does that
out.
sound
They've
better
made a
now, Miss
lot of
Independent?
claims. So we're gonna break that shit
All right,
down.
good.
How we
Good,
know?
good. I was just having technical issues.
I think
That's
it's
probably
funny. I
why.
know people want me
All
to
right.
take this stuff
So,
serious, but them
I
women
don't
ain't coming out
wait.
to come after me on
Wait, I'm
behalf of
confused.
Umar. That shit was
All
hilarious
right,
to
having
me.
little technical issues again.
Because they were just strong in their
Okay.
convictions. And they go get knocked the
All
fuck
right. So
down.
wait a minute.
I told people
How about
don't
this?
don't get around this
What
because what's
the
gonna
heck? I'm
happen
hearing a
is you don't
backdrop. One
know,
second.
and I'm a dispel. I'm gonna prove you everything
I think this
wrong,
has to
and then
catch up with
you're
me. I
gonna have
think.
your name attached to it. That's what's gonna happen. And you didn't have to set it because I don't know any of you personally. Why would you do that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know too many people that
There's
I
a
don't even
lag
have
on
to
my
know the
end.
story.
I
I'm
don't know
just
what's
gonna go
going
after
on.
the person. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. That's what they did. So I'm gonna knock all that shit down. But
So,
hopefully
hmm.
for those that will learn a little bit more too
Crap.
about
This
me.
is. I
But
apologize, guys.
that's
This
not
is just
really
very
my
hard for me to
focus.
do.
And it's just something that's
I
gonna
just don't. I'm
happen, and I'm looking
hearing a.
forward to it. But that's not really the focus. Like dispelling all the stuff that he
I'm
said.
having a lot of
It's
issues
a little
technically
about
on my
him.
side.
It's a lot about me because I'm the main character over here. Listen, I have a guest on or something, but
Oh, that's why. My bad. I was getting confused. All right,
yeah.
cool.
I just want a nice space that is fun and filled with different things that we can learn about
All right,
or
we're
just
good now.
talk about, and it be safe. No.
You say you want it to be safe, but how is it going to be safe when you cause all this confusion? You provide a very inconsistent character, and now you're going to live stream, and you're going to be like, hey, these guys are lying. Here's my receipts, which is going to cause us to go after that live stream, which I'm already planning to do. We're going to expose you even further, which is going to make you fight back even harder. So how exactly are you trying to create a safe space? That's inconsistent.
Bullshit. Um, and that's really all I had. I didn't want to hold you guys too much. I just wanted to say happy Friday. Thank you for your patience. My schedule, I'm going through a lot of transitions, but
Exactly.
um, I
Exactly, Miss Independent, because she didn't have her story ended 6 months ago, and you know I'm not gonna lie to you. Her story was not checked. She really got through the cracks, and if she had just ended it there and not made a YouTube presence of herself, we probably wouldn't have figured out who she really was and how she was like. But because she decided to do that, now people are looking at her more seriously, and they understand. Yes, this is who you really are. And now everything from 6 months ago is getting dissected, and she hates it. You can tell she hates it because she's trying to, cover her butt and say, "Oh, well, guys, I'm not here for the drama. I'm not here for this. I'm not here for that." And yet here she is doing everything that she says she's not here for, and planning to add even more of it. That's the insane part. You want us to believe you're not here for the drama, you're not here for the fight, you're not here for any of this, but you still, and you're not a clout chaser, but you want to make content. And what content is this about? Going after Umar. I mean, that's a cloud chaser. Not, I mean, look, if you were going after him genuinely just for the sake of going after him because you had evidence, you had receipts, you wanted the public to know what he was doing, that would be one thing. But that's not your goal. It's not Marianne's goal either. You two are pretty much allies. You publicly hate each other, but you're practically allies because you will defend her. She also says that investigation team won't talk to YouTubers, but now she has on YouTube Stop the Madness. And you know what's really funny about that? What's really crazy about that is, hold up, I'll even show you this. It's absolutely crazy. I made a video, part of a video that actually highlights why that's not going to happen. Let me just get to it. Let's see. Go to you watch. I'm just going to show why that's not going to happen because those three people don't exist. And we're going to just let me go over to my channel. My latest video debunks that actually.
For over
Let's go over. Wait, why is it choosing this area? That's not what I wanted. Crap. That's not what I wanted. Crap. You know what? Just get rid of this. Yes. Watch this.
over a decade, Umar Johnson has cultivated a massive, highly polarized following. Agents face of justice operate by deconstructing the absolute improbability of the three agents claim. The Department of Justice operates under strict communication protocols, specifically Title 28 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 50.2. This rule expressly prohibits agents from discussing ongoing investigations with the public or the media without high-level authorization. Federal agents face immediate termination and potential criminal charges for leaking active case details to the public. Disclosing
So, because of Section 502, Lene, you can't actually, Section 502, Lene, you can't actually be told what an actual investigation is going to do because if they did, they would get arrested and definitely their career would be over. So, this establishes two things. One, either you didn't actually speak to those agents, which would make sense because if they spoke to you, they could face criminal charges. Or two, agents had some sort of death wish and decided to talk to you and actually reveal information of the supposed investigation. Which seems more likely? I don't I mean, be honest. Which seems more likely that you are magically in close ties with agents, or that you just made this shit up and you actually don't know about this law that could easily debunk you. I mean, let's just be clear about that. And that is exactly why when it hits 5:30, I'm definitely going to go on live again, and we're going to be reacting to your live, Lene, and we're going to see exactly where you're exactly see this argue, see exactly show where this supposed proof doesn't match up. Um, so So I'm gonna end this live stream right now, and we're gonna be back at 5:30, and we'll go and we're gonna watch Lene destroy her own self. Right? It really does. So thank you guys for watching. We will be back at 5:30 and we'll actually get a live reaction. I also want to apologize for the time when there's no volume. I want to apologize for my mishandling. This was the first live stream I ever did, and we're definitely going to be back at 5:30. Catch you guys then.